Good morning, lovelies. So it has been 8 hours, and I'm gonna do another set. And then I thought it would be kind of fun. All of my midline supplies from Amazon got here, so I'm gonna do a little unboxing after. All right, step one is wash your hands. You'll see today I'm not gonna wash my hands as long as I did yesterday. As I explained yesterday, I was just making sure I got all the glue and shit off my nails. Wash your wrists. Wash your watch, because bacteria do be getting on your watch. I'm going to do a quickie on the nails. Quickie. Yeah, I'm really impressed with Stabilize right now while I'm washing my hands. But, oh, whoa, now it's dirty. I'm going to have to wash it now. It's in the sink. Damn it. Okay, well, I dropped my nail brush, and now I'm going to have to, wash it, because it's in the sink with the dishes grossness, but I'm just gonna... And my watch is waterproof, by the way. So don't worry about that. Honestly, I don't think I would want a smartwatch that wasn't waterproof, because then how the fuck are you gonna wash your hands? Okay, let's see. Alright. Let's do this. Okay, so if you joined us last night, you know how this goes. We got our medicine here for the A, which is administer. We're gonna need 2 flushes and a heparin. And we need at least 4 alcohol wipes. Doop. Let's get a little closer. At least 4 alcohol wipes. Boop, boop. 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 Okay. So I did actually get lots of little midline not supplies, but mostly stuff to make it more comfortable. And, oh, hey, look, you can see it right now in this view. Stuff to make it more comfortable. And as you can see, this mesh that they gave me is already like way stretched out. They gave me 3 of these. I got these 3, and they stretch out in like a day. So I got a roll of that stuff. Here, I need this on my wrist so it doesn't fall. I got a roll of that stuff, just in case like everything else that I got totally sucks. And then I got some lacy sleeves for in the house, which are like, you know, around the apartment complex. But I also got some opaque sleeves, which was nice. So those are floral. And then I got a showering thing. It's like a cover your arm thing. And I think that's all we really got. I mean, we got some covers, we got some comfort stuff, we got the roll. I'm not sure what else we would have gotten. Alright. Oop, not yet. We are skipping so many steps right now. Alright, here we go. So it's clean, but first we need to unclamp. There. And get this guy right here. So today I'm using a different camera mode, and I guess you can actually like completely see what I'm doing. Or maybe it's because I put the camera on the thing different. So we unclamped. There's no blood in the line, that's good. And then we need to do our little squirt. Ready? Let me see if I can see it there. And drop. Drop. Come on. I don't want a big fast squirt. Ah, little squirt. Alright, and then we're going to start with our flush. If we can freaking connect it this early in the morning. It's not that early, it's 8, but... alright, and... I like to be able to see it when I'm pushing it, so... Oh, that is chilly. That feels chillier than it usually does in my arm. Let's see, can I smell it? I can smell it. So I guess most people taste flush in their mouth when they get their IVs flushed. I don't taste it, I just smell it. And I can smell it, so that means it's in my veins. All right, one down. Another. Another. Let's see how fast we can get this down to, you know, for the process. So I did decide I wasn't going to go live when I did these, but actually recording was very easy. So I might just record most of them. So you guys can expect probably at least once a day a video of me doing this and anything else that I'm doing for my care or have to say or whatever. It's my YouTube channel. Okay, we are at, here, we're going to wait 5 seconds here. It has been 4 minutes and 18, 19, 20. All right, push 1. All right, and then we're just going to watch the camera on the screen here because I can like see where I'm doing this. And it tells me what time it is, and I'm just going to, every 10 seconds, push my shit. Basically every time there's a 0, which is pretty easy. So I'd love to know how you guys are doing today. I don't know if anybody's really watching these, but if you are, and you would like to interact in the comments, I would be happy to say hello and talk to y'all. I mean, I'm kind of housebound for 2 weeks because I can't really leave the house for more than a couple hours. Oh, see? Look, I told you guys I get distracted and then I forget to push, but that's okay. Because it was 3 minutes to 5 minutes. So if I do it every one little notch every 10 seconds, it turns out to be 3 minutes and 20 seconds. But if I forget or I miss a little 10-second interval, that's okay because it's 3 to 5 minutes. This feels really cold today. The other days it hasn't felt this cold. I wonder if maybe it was still a little numb from when they did the midline. I also was very concerned yesterday because I noticed the bruising around the midline, like under the bandage. And I was like, oh no, is that redness? Because if it was redness, I would have had to go back to the ER before I did another one of these. And y'all probably would have seen me in tears. I'm just so sick of hospitals right now. And honestly, the hospital I went to was great. It was a Norton hospital. I know there's like different brands of hospitals everywhere in every region, but I went to a Norton hospital. I do live in the Midwest. One of the main things that I do want to highlight during my care or on my channel is just kind of how difficult it is to be taken seriously because there is a really big drug problem in my state, and pretty much anyone who goes to the ER is treated like a drug seeker. Even if you're literally dying of a staph infection in your heart. Not at the one I went to, but yeah, not the one that admitted me anyway. So, but I lost my train of thought. I was just trying to sit here and focus on my thing. I'm watching the 10th. I think I'm getting a lot better at it. Like I can actually talk now and like think and stuff and still get the medicine in. And at first I just kind of had to stare at the timer and try to concentrate really hard. And I actually find it a little easier to talk to you guys while I'm pushing it because push it. Anyway, because it just kind of takes the focus off of how serious it is, you know? And also, if you're just staring at a timer every 10 seconds, like, it is very easy to get distracted. It is very, very easy. So, we will horkin' see. But, so the hospital, they do like this primary care follow-up thing with telehealth after you're there. So they called, and I'm actually looking for a new primary care practitioner. My current primary care practitioner is actually great. However, if I need to see him, I have to wait 3 months. So it's really, I if I need urgent medical care, I should not have to call and speak to a call center and beg them to send you a message that's more priority than the one I can send so that I can get an appointment. I really don't like that shit. It really bothers me. It also really bothers me when you can't call your freaking doctor's office. Hey, look, I did it without Square. Did I do it all? Did I get it all? Yeah, it's like out. Yeah, it's out. I did no Square. Squirt. I don't even really know what that means, but it's kind of fun to say. I know it's one of the kid slangs. Oh, them youngins today. Oh my gosh, I was in the hospital, right? So one of the floors in the elevator that I was on was the mother and baby floor. And I swear to God, these kids get on the elevator. And I'm like, hey, you guys have a new little brother or sister? And this little girl goes, it's his son. And I'm like, don't make a face. And then they get off the elevator, and there was a nurse on there, or like some kind of medical professional. I don't know that she was a nurse, but she was in, scrubs. And once he got off the elevator, I didn't say anything. Like, I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to be that person that said something first. But then as soon as he gets off the elevator, the doors close, he goes up a little. She goes, was he 12? So that was fun. And I mean, you know what? 12-year-olds have babies now. That's absurd. And he was probably not 12, but he looked so young. Like, not old enough to be having babies. So, not even not old enough to be having babies. Like, not even, oh gosh, but I am fixed, by the way. I did get fixed in 2023. I have an amazing gynecologist. She takes great care of me. Let me see you. And we're going to go. Here we go. Push the air out. Oh, squirt. I hope heparin's not bad for wood, because I don't have a tablecloth on this right now. We had one, and it's really cute, and it matches the little kitchen mats in there. But then we got the leaf in the table from when we moved, because half of our shit when we moved in December is still at our old house. And, heparin smells different. And it doesn't smell the same as saline. I don't like it. It kind of stinks. All right, there we go. We have sashed this morning, everybody. And if you will bear with me, I am going to get you over to the couch, and we're going to do an unboxing, see what we can see about what we got from Amazon. Yay! And by the way, we did this in 11 minutes and 27 seconds today. Really proud of us. Alright, babies. So we have 3 Amazon packages here full of shit to take care of this thing. Hair's great right now. Oh, that was good. A little peacock, a little Ace Ventura there. Not quite. Well, it didn't really have the thing. So this is our first package. I don't know what's in which package, so we're just going to find out. But I just got a couple little supplies and comfort items that I think are going to make it a little easier. Particularly something to hold up this line, because as you will notice, right now it's just dangling, and it's this long, and I can't just walk around with it in my hands, like that would be stupid. So I got some sleevey things, and we're going to see how it looks. So our first thing we got is, the rolls of mesh. Not as exciting, but it's here. Dude, why can't they just give patients like 1 roll of these? These are tiny. They could throw a roll of this in the box instead of 3 fucking clippings. Alright, so we got the rolls of the mesh if we need that. And actually the mesh was really good yesterday. My mother-in-law came over to wrap my arms so I could shower. Which is what our next item is. She came over to wrap my arms so I could shower, but then I started to feel really sick after she left, and I actually didn't shower, and I feel really bad because, like, she, bicep circumference, forearm circumference. Okay. So this is, and I felt really bad because I didn't shower, but she came all this way over here to wrap it. But what we did is we used the mesh, and then on top of the mesh we put Coband, then we cling wrapped it, and then we put Coband on the tops and bottoms of the cling wrap. But what I got was this. This is an elbow cast in bandage protector. So let's see. Oh, I didn't bring a knife. That's not a knife. Every time. Every single time. I need a knife. That's not a knife. Where's the knife? That's not a knife. Here's a knife. That's not a knife. Every time. This looks pretty cool. It looks very interesting. Like, I'm not going to get it out of the package yet. I'm going to wait till I shower. But it looks just like silicone, right? And then like stuff in the middle. So we got that. And then yay, now our fun package, which is the decorative sleeves and the lacy sleeves, I think is all that's in here. But I did get a set of, I think there were 6 decorative sleeves for 20 bucks. If anybody's interested in the links, hold on. If anybody's interested in the links to any of this shit, I will 100% share it. Share them. I do not mind at all. But I'm not here to like sell Amazon shit. I just, if you want to know where I got it, I'll tell you. But okay, so we have lacy things, which come in tan, white, and black. And then we have the gardening sleeves I mentioned. So let's start with a lacy thing. All right, what color should we do first? I kind of wish I had done this on live, but it's okay. I think I'll just do tan at first. Let's see what the tan looks like. This is pretty much, this is kind of longer than it really looked online. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Shopping online is such a fucking trip. Like, I got a new wallet, and it's gorgeous. It's so cute. It's a Wally and Eve wallet. Wally and Eve wallet. Okay, so there's 2 in here. Oh, these are really long. These are really long. Okay. They looked a lot shorter on Amazon. They looked like this short on Amazon. So there's 2 of each color. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and slip it over and see how comfortable it is. These don't really have a elastic on them though. They're just lacy, and they are inside out. I usually do music therapy first thing in the morning, so my brain is playing music. But that's okay. I don't want to like blast it because Lord Ravencroft's still slipping. So here we go. Let's go, go, go. Ooh, it's kind of tight. I think this might be for ladies with skinny arms. Oh, okay, this is for ladies with skinny arms. This is not going to fit on my butt. Am I putting it on backwards? Maybe. Maybe I'm putting it on backwards. Maybe that's the short end. Yeah, I was putting it on backwards. Oh, like, there's no way this is going to fit. Okay, so here we go, go, go. I'm kind of worried it's going to rip the lace with the little thing. All right, well, it fits on my forearm. I'm going to turn my little clamp here so it doesn't fucking dig into me. It fits on my forearm. I think I can get it up to my bicep. At the very least, I could put it on my forearm like this and just lace it in there, but I kind of do really want to cover it when it's on, so. These were more for the house, though, the lace ones, because I figured they'd be see-through. And also, they are for ladies with little arms. I got big, fat, beefy mama arms. Come on. See, a lot of this stuff says one size, and I don't like that, because people got different size arms. And, like, literally every single thing that had a size, I was, like, a large, extra large, you know? Well, okay, that's not that bad. It's actually, it's pretty comfortable, and I could just, like, tuck this in here, like this. Like, so now it's all the way down, and it is actually a lot more comfortable when it lays flat. One thing that I didn't like was this part right here, which I'll show you when I take it off again. This part right here kind of rests in the crook of my arm. It's very uncomfortable. So on the lace sleeves, Fee's review is, they're gonna work, but they're way smaller than I expected them to be. Well, and bigger. They're longer than I expected them to be, but skinnier than I expected them to be. But it's very comfortable. I mean, I can, woo, woo, woo. No, 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 Fee, no. Okay, so the lace ones are gonna work. And then we got our colored ones. So there are 6 sets. There were a couple patterns that I wasn't really super crazy for in these sets, but some of them were really cute. And I think I'm gonna go with this purple here. This is the one that I really liked. And the thing about this set is that it was kind of like, most sets were like $10 for one pair, or this was like, I think $20 for, there are 4 pair here. So I actually have 6 of them here that I can use. Or 8. 4 times 2 is 8. I have 8 of them here I can use. So this is this little sleeve that we have. And this end has a thumb hole. Boop, boop. And so let's see if he's going to work. And this does have elastic on it. So it should stay up. I don't really know where I want to put the seam. I feel like the seam should be on like the outside of my body. But the seam is where the thumb hole is going to be, isn't it? It is. So we have to put it on the inside. Alright, so we're just put it on the inside. Here we go. Okay. And then we gotta feed you through to make sure you're comfortable. I kind of wonder if I should just loop it up instead of feeding it right now. Because I don't want it to stick out, but... Okay, these are bigger. These are so strong. These are really comfortable. I don't know if you garden or anything, but if you need something like this, these are actually quite comfortable. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, there we go. There we go. And I can just put it in my little armpit hole right there. And I bet it'll stay all day. There we go. So now nobody can see it. Woo, woo, woo. I feel more confident doing this with this thing on. But also, you know, nobody wants to see my grandma arms. So the other patterns that this came in are this pink pattern here. There's like a white floral pattern. I'm not really crazy about white. It gets dirty so fast. And then there's like a white kind of tropically bird pattern that I really didn't like, but I was like, hey, if I get at least 3 that I like rather than 1, that's better. So we have unboxed the Myrmidon today. And it like matches my hair too. That looks nice. We've unboxed the Myrmidon today. If anybody is interested in links to any of the stuff that I got on Amazon, please ask in the comments. I don't really feel like I'm going to go down in the description and put all the links in the description. I don't really feel like there's that many people looking for midline supplies. But yeah, if you want to know where I got my gauze rolls, which I haven't even opened these, but they're kind of standard. Like you cut off a chunk and it's good. So I got the gauze rolls, I got the cast and bandage protector, we got some lacy things which are narrow. So if you got fat arms, they only fit on your forearm, but it will work. And then we got our gardening sleeves. So those are our comfort items that we got to just be a little more comfortable. And I think today we are going to shower, which means you guys might get to see my hair look like what it's supposed to look like soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to dry my hair. It doesn't take very long. It takes about 5-10 minutes, but I do get very sweaty because of the pots. Showering makes me feel pretty sick, which is why I have short hair. In fact, my whole life I had long hair, and showering became a huge problem because I had such long hair and I didn't want to do anything with it. And like, I'm autistic and I'm ADHD, and I didn't even really realize it was my hair that was making me so uncomfortable. But when I got out of the shower, my hair was making me hot, and then I would have to do my hair, which when you have the long hair, it takes like, you know, not 5 to 10 minutes. And I would just be so sick every time I showered, so I stopped showering. And that is actually the first time that I got staph. It was in 2019. And I was actually going to college then. That's the last semester I went to college. I dropped out after that. And I am currently going, I'm going to go back to college. So I have to get a medical excuse for the semester that I had staph in 2019. And boop, here it comes again. But this time is different. So the staph that I had in 2019, I had like a pimple under my boobie. And you know, mommy's got boobies, so you can't see under those. And and I wasn't showering, and it was a skin infection. This time, I had a port placed, if you didn't see the first video, and the port got infected. I have felt sick since the port was placed, which was March 17th, which sucks because my birthday was right around then. But I'm starting to feel better. And even right now, I feel better. I know I look a little ratchet, a little tired, but that's okay. It's okay to look ratchet and tired because I almost died. So, and then maybe today I'll put in my teeth. You guys can see what Fee looks like with some teeth. But, all right, it has been This is your 8-hour installment. I will see you guys in 8 hours at 4 p.m.